What it is, guys, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with another Dokkan Battle video. Today we're talking about the Extreme Strength free-to-play units. Now, I'm going to start off by this guy. I utterly love him, but let's talk about his Dokkan Awaken form, because you're never going to use the base form. This is the Strength Chase that drops out of the Ginyu Force event, the one that dropped, you know, they run the color types every single day. Thursday is Strength type. Pretty straightforward. If you're familiar with any of how the Dokkan Fest and all that stuff run daily, you know how this works, okay? But he drops from the event, and you can farm up the free-to-play orbs from the event. Now, you can also farm the orbs on the weekend, so if you miss them during the day, it's no big deal. But that in and of itself, he's a free Rainbow Star unit with his own dedicated orbs, and he ain't going nowhere. He is the new Super Strike event. He is running every single Thursday. Now, here's the real cool part about him, okay? Leader skill, you can forget that. Super attack is just, supreme damage with a one-turn attack boost. It doesn't really matter. The big thing about him is his passive, okay? Extreme class allies, key +2 attack 20%. I've seen better. Yeah, so have I. I have, however, not seen anything this good. Foresees enemies' super attack. So you know the Scouter item? He's that for free. Like, you don't have to have the item anymore. You just run him. Now, the downside is the item does last 2 turns, where his is only on turn, right? That is a bit of a downside. That said, keep him on rotation, okay? Not only is he going to give you 2 key and attack 20%, but he's also going to tell you where the super attacks are so that you can actually basically plan around when your attacks should be taking place. Link him up with Ginyu Force and or Brainiacs. He'll do an okay amount of damage. He's doing like 1/4 of a mil with a super attack, even at SA10. He's nothing to write home about, but that said, that passive is insane. So don't discount this guy. He is so great. I could go on all day about him, but I'm going to move on to the next unit, which is this Frieza. This Frieza comes from the Tournament of Power Commencement, and he Dokkan Awakens into the Angel Golden Frieza. Now, you can farm the Int Angel Golden Frieza from this guy, but this guy alone, it really isn't that bad, okay? So, Strength type, key +2, Extreme Strength type, HP attack and defense 40%. We've talked about it before. I think anything less than 70% just doesn't really need to be mentioned, but there might be a time and a place to use that if you're really hurting. Okay? Now, Emperor's Death Beam causes supreme damage to the enemy and raises attack for 3 turns, okay? Now, that's nice because that means that you keep him on rotation, he's going to stack. And you probably are going to keep this guy on rotation because of his passive. Throes of Frustration. Attack and defense 40%. Now, key +4 and attack 40%, additional attack 40% when facing 2 or more enemies. Okay? So, key 4 and 80%, which is awesome, which means you're always getting a super attack, but you got to use them on somewhere where there's 2 enemies. So, you've got lots of story events you can use them on. You got a few Dokkan Fests you can use them on. Unfortunately, when you get to your big boss, he starts to lose it a little bit. But, all in all, Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, we've talked about those 2 quite a bit. Nightmare and Brutal Beatdown, we've talked a lot about Brutal Beatdown. Lots of units he will link up to. You can produce a lot of damage with this guy. For a free-to-play unit, he is awesome. Awesome, okay? Supreme damage with the stacking attack and that attack boost. This guy will probably, I don't want to throw around numbers, but you could do the attack stack in your head. He will actually produce good amounts of damage. He's just as bit every good as any other unit that does supreme damage with an 80% boost. So, that's what that is. You just got to be wise about how you use him. Alright, moving on. Yep, we're talking about these guys again. He is getting a Dokkan Awakening. The Dokkan Awakening is just like the other ones. All types, key +2, HP attack and defense 30%. Supreme damage with no modifiers. Passive skill, attack and defense 15% per Malevolent Clan category on there, okay? So your freezes, your coolers, and it's really designed to run with the other metal coolers. And the unique thing about him, All allies attack and defense 15%. I think we had another one. I think that was yesterday's that did that. But yeah. So attack and defense 15% for all allies. Okay. He basically Dokkan Awakens, like I said, from the old metal coolers that we've had laying around forever. When this comes back around, they're totally going to be worth farming now. Okay. This team gets an all new awakening, and they're going to be awesome. They're going to be one of the better ones out there. So, if you run the full metal cooler team, or even just throw them on a Frieza team for all it really matters, they're going to get their 80% boost. They're going to get another 15% and give everybody 50% on top of that. It's going to be pretty sweet. And their link skills... oh, I think I went to the wrong one. I did go to the wrong one. Boom, boom. His link skills are... If I get to the right screen, there we go. Okay. Regeneration gets 3% HP. Key plus 2, I'm guessing that's... Is that fusion? Anyway, he has the fusion link for whatever reason. Okay. I don't remember exactly which ones are which, but deficit boost, I'm guessing that's the attack 15 here. We have another attack 10. That is probably brutal beatdown. I don't remember which. No, I think brutal beatdown's the 15%. Attack 10 must be thirst for conquest, or strongest clan in space. Whatever it is. Regeneration, fusion, deficit boost, brutal beatdown, thirst for conquest, and strongest clan in space are the links. You see what their attack what they are right here specifically. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact boosts for which link it is. I'm just so used to reading them offhand. But you get the idea. Great team. He's going to become an absolute monster, and he's going to work really, really well on any Frieza / Cooler / Frieza race team that you'll ever see. Okay? Moving on to, I think, the unit everyone was really anticipating being on here, okay? This guy is actually pretty damn good. But he Dokkan Awakens into one of the most iconic units in the entire game. Now, I want to be very careful about how I approach this, because I really, for a long time, wanted this unit, okay? But in the past, I would say year, he's been almost phased out of any kind of relevance. I really don't want to say that, but it's true. Now, he'll still produce damage. The problem is what we're going to get to here in a second. Okay? Leader skill is garbage, always has been. That leader skill has never been good. It's one of the worst leader skills in the game, and it sucks. Sucks that it's on such an anticipated LR. Okay? Super attack, Imperial Conquest. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack and defense. Okay? I'd have to go look up. Let's see. What is his... Let me look up real quick what his... Okay. The colossal damage... Okay. The colossal damage has no modifiers. So basically with this guy, you want to give him criticals because the colossal damage has no modifiers. But that lowers attack and defense is pretty awesome. Remember, if you put double attack into this guy, because he's completely free to play, you're never, ever, ever going to get that Mega Colossal. It's going to be Mega Colossal and Colossal. So there you go. If you had a question about that, there it is. I think I covered it in the other videos, but we might as well cover it while we're here. He's free to play. You will Rainbow Star him because he's an LR, and he's totally worth in that regard. But what truly sucks about this guy is attack 13,000, defense 5,000. We've talked about this before. A flat attack boost is garbage because it adds on after all the other boosts. So after all the other benefits, after all the link skills, after everything is said and done, you add that. Now, if that was like 100%, imagine the damage output possibilities. He would be filthy. But with this, he's struggling to get 1 million. I mean, on the best teams I've seen this guy crit for just shy of 2 million. You could probably really stack him up with some units and get some better damage out of him, but on his own, he just struggles to produce the kind of damage you want to see from an LR. And that truly does suck. I think this unit, probably along with LR Goku, really deserves some kind of treatment. I don't know if they'd call it Extreme Z Awakening, but he deserves something along those lines, most assuredly. That said, as far as a free-to-play unit on Extreme Strength, he's the best damage producer we're going to see out here. End of discussion. Without question. Mega Colossal is the hardest attack boost we have as of right now in game. Okay, I think Tremendous is just a hair below that, but it's a good boost. He's still going to produce a good amount of damage. I don't want to discount him. I just want to say, as far as what we'd expect out of an LR, he's just not going to produce that crazy amount of damage. But on your free-to-play strength team, he'll hold his own without question. Don't even question if this guy's going to work. He's going to work. He's going to do his job. It's just a simple matter of where we're at in the game versus where we were at 2 years ago when this guy was, King Poop. He's now just kind of a laughing stock. I hate to say it, but it's true. Okay? Let's move on a little bit, because like I said, it's really kind of a mixed bag. Yes, he'll produce damage. Good damage. But is he going to produce what you want to see? But he's completely free to play. We just had this event. Hopefully you were able to start him during the event. There were way more reasons to. In fact, we got duped for our free to play Goku Ginyu from doing that. So I hope you did that, guys. I really sincerely hope you did that. And he's one of the reasons I tried to get this out while that was happening, but it just wasn't a thing. Moving on to Android 13. Now, Android 13 is a Baba Shop unit. The next two units we're going to talk about, the last two units, in fact, are Baba Shop units. Now, once again, a bad leader skill and extreme damage. He's an extreme damage unit. He has no Dokkan Awakening. Why the hell is this on our team? Well, damage received minus 30%. So he's a 30% new, or 30% word. The word is there. Not nuke. The opposite of that. Tank. Thank you, brain. Don't get old. Don't ever get old. So damage received minus 30% when key is 8 or more. But on the right team, you're always going to have that kind of key, especially if you link up Fear and Faith. Ain't no big deal. We're not worried about that. If you need a decent tank for your team, he'll do a good job. Now, he's not amazing. This guy desperately deserves a Dokkan Awakening. Desperately. I'd love to see him Dokkan Awaken to Super 13 or 13 with Trucker had and go 50%. That would be awesome, but we don't have that yet. We may one day. It's totally possible, but right now, he's one of the best nukers that we have on Extreme Strength. Sucks, but it's true. Okay? You take what you can get. That said, you've seen some damage producers. It's nice to and some supports. It's nice to finally see a tank. Brain words. They go in a certain order, and you're really not doing that right now. All right. Apparently, I'm on the verge of a stroke, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up with this last unit, and then I'm going to go to the hospital and have my brain checked out. All right. Leader skill. Strength type HP and attack, 30%. Never using that. It's garbage. Extreme damage. Sucks. Never using it. It's garbage. Wait, no, that's not true. It is extreme. Yeah, it is what it is. That said, all allies keep +2 when HP is 50% or above. So, I was hesitant to put her on this team, but the more I thought about it, the more I really thought she's got the innocence, she's got Battlefield Diva, she's got, infinite energy, not so much. So these top 3 links, you'll only link up with one of the other Android units, which sucks. Once again, she's also from the Baba Shop. You can find her in several different places in the Baba Shop, but she could link up with other units. She could be someone that you could use to provide key support or whatnot for a lot of those other units that need key to either produce damage or to get off their passives. So it sucks. I would love to see her yet again. She has no Dokkan Awakening. I don't think she has one on JP. Quick way to find out. If we just change this over to Japan. No. So no Dokkan Awakening on JP either. I didn't think so. Okay. She desperately could use one, though. I'm really sad she didn't get one when the waifu cards did, because that'd be awesome. But give her, like, you know, an additional, key 2, 20%. That'd be perfect. Unfortunately, since she didn't get one then, I think odds of getting one are pretty slim now. But 2 key support. Can't argue with that. That is what it is. That is the video, guys. Hopefully you were able to find something to take away from this as I throw up the mic and just... What a sloppy video. I really should reshoot this video, but I just don't... It's already really late in the evening. I just don't have time anymore. But you've seen some pretty decent units here, okay? He is absolutely phenomenal. If you don't already have him, go get him. In fact, go get the whole team. The whole team is great. This unit's pretty halfway decent. I like him. I wish his card art was better. This unit is going to be fan-friggin-tastic. We should be getting him really, really soon, so keep your eyes out for that. LR Frieza. Despite my disappointments, he is a damage producer. So he is top dog on basically the team we've assembled today. We've finally got a tank on this team, and we've got more key support. So, we pretty much have built a team right here. Obviously, there's other, units that you'd want to lead with and things like that. But of the drop cards, the Bob Shop cards, things like that, of your free-to-play cards, these are kind of my favorites in the group. Now, if you have another favorite, comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay up to date with this because I will have the last one coming out tomorrow. Extreme Physical is coming out tomorrow during the day. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with that. I'll be back tomorrow night to do some Dokkan Battle live streaming. And I'll have, obviously, the daily videos coming out on top of these. So follow my Birdman, hit me up a Booker, and I will lay your ass out next time.